video gamers all alike. This video game dad with Madden Chronicles Week 16. Actually, I got the numbers right. See, let's go ahead. We had a rough go in the last couple of weeks, but hey, it's all good. Let's go ahead, advance to next week. Julio Jones, oh man, dang, okay. Players. Okay. Into this game. The Panthers are 7-7. Doesn't seem like they could get ahead at all. Water. Always good. Man, I gotta get Des Bryant to play. Oh man, I'm gonna get Mike Evans.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Colts heading out, and Andrew Luck, the one leading the way, coming off a season in which he threw for nearly 4,600 yards to go along with 39 touchdowns, second most in one season in his career. On first down, it's long. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. On 1st and 10, Locke. And this one complete to Reed. Fighting ahead at the 15. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here in this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Here's Locke. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jake Butt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Deshaun Hamilton with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the number 1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Winston now. And he finds Montgomery complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Luck. Dancing to his left. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Luck on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Now Winston. He's got Jack Doyle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And Winston lost the football. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Colts send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jameis now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up? Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Carolina. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said one big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it, that despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He spins free. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Another run by Lindsey.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. You're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Let's go, baby. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Cut.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And another tackle broken. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Lindsay. ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Luck. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Reed. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis again. And finding the tight end, Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again with Winston. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. First down, Winston. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Caught by Montgomery. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. He'll try and run it, pushing through the contact. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Luck gonna throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Luck. Being chased out left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jameis to throw it. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Winston. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now, Luck. Bryant has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down, Luck. Flush to his right. Complete to Bryant. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
Guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Colts, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles.
Oh, that was a good game. Next week. Go against the Jags. Jags. But let's see what we got. Stats. My boys almost took. My boys took over. AFC defense and offense. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this so we can get in the wild card. Let's see what they want. What you want? What you want? Get yourself something. It's free real estate. Oh, wow. I may have to cut some of these people. Give my money back. Oh, Jared Goff. Oh, man. Okay. Who else? This is going to be a hell of a shot. Take something real quick. Let's use some of this. Do this, Brutus.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL.
Who cares?
Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
It's all right. It's all right. First and foremost, I'm sorry, Hunt. No, you know what? No. Let's keep Hunt.
They're on 17.
On 1st and 10, Locke escaping the pressure right. And he completes it to Hunt. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kareem Hunt, 83 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That hit looked.
That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Doug Marrone's Jaguars set to take over. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
When I see Latavius Murray with the ball in his hands, I think that he's a dangerous player. He has good speed, good presence to run inside, nice toughness, and good vision that once he gets past the first line of defense, he can make a guy miss and turn it into a bigger game.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And these guys locked into that #1 seed. That's been a foregone conclusion for a while now. The question on everyone's mind, can they finish the regular season a perfect 16-0?
And it all comes back to the philosophy of the organization, philosophy of the head coach, and, of course, the locker room itself. What do the players want to do? And I think what most teams would do in this situation is approach it, let's win every game, but let's be smart about doing it. So that doesn't mean that they're going to go all out if, indeed, they do need to rest a few people.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And here are the Colts offensive starters.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17... Let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Luck now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Luck. That's complete to Jake Butt. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Locke. Dancing to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now Luck, flushed out right. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, gone. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
53, check 53. Check.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Big stop, big stop.
Play action. It's gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On second down, it's Lindsey. Powers through again. 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Philip Lindsey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philip Lindsey and the rest of the offense heading back out. And everyone in this building probably knows he's close to 2,000. We'll see if he can make that final leap and get over the mark. Either way, what a year he's had.
There's only one group that's not happy with what they're watching right now. That's the guys playing defense. Their pride's on the line as well, trying to prevent him from getting to that barrier. Well, guess what? Everything is going against them. Offensive line wants it. Receivers want it. Coaching staff, organization, and especially him. Over 2,000 yards, that makes you immortal in the NFL.
Luck now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Well, no catches, though, so far in this game. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now Goff on first down, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Goff. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. From the 50, it's Goff. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. There's Goff. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
This one taken from the 7th. Oh, twisting away.
Let's go, baby.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll start in the AFC South, a division matchup between Tennessee and Houston. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. Devontae Freeman, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, we'll head to Buffalo to check on the Bills at home in New Era Field. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Drew Brees at it again, 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kiki Cutie, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was Andrew Luck who had the hot hand in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. Third down here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. With it is Brown. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken from the 7. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Goff now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw is gone. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and now it's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, that's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 15-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Goff. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about it.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Michael Bannon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. So this is 3rd and 14. Now it's gone. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as... worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. To throw is Smith. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now it's the backup Smith. Flush to his right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Complete. Smith has it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Brown. They're all through up in Detroit. Emerging victorious. Sam Darnold, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Luck now to throw. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.
Well, that'll do it for tonight. I will talk to you guys later. As always, ladies and gentlemen, Video Game Dad out in peace.